it calling, it whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sort of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
At advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay hardy. Friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roam. At advantage.
Hello.
Hello, my
We made it.
darling.
Hello, my good time gal. We're here. We have the whole the gang's all here. It's all of us this time. We made it. You do this one. You have to do the fluffing.
I have the DM on this one. That's right.
We come.
Hi.
We come on stream. Cynthia immediately gets up and walks away into the void.
Oh, you have. I have food in the Hello.
Well, I guess just hopping right into it. I guess we can do a recap. I guess Sean, you're exempt from this one, but
oh yeah, is he immune? I guess.
Yeah. The three old people want to do a roll.
The three old people.
That's
our powers combined.
Yeah.
I'll do my part of the recap. So yes, we got to Baldur's Gate.
Oh wait.
Are
you just
volunteering? There
Are
we
you just
go.
going? Are you just doing it?
Yeah. I was gonna do my part of the recap, and then you guys do yours. So.
Yeah, let's do that.
But we were all together.
Well, she was in the
I didn't do shit. You were not. You did not experience a spiritual revelation like I did.
You know what? I'll leave that revelation to you. That's fair, actually.
So yes, we got to Baldur's Gate. Damien and Zara, like, who knows where they went? Honestly, they kind of ran off. So the first stop that did we stop at the inn before we went to the temple? Yes, we stopped for dinner first, right? Anyway, that's erroneous. Nothing happened. Anyway.
Erroneous. Interesting.
Yeah.
Erroneous.
Yeah. So anyway, so yes, Lyanna kind of course, made her first stop at the Temple of Tyranny, where she ran into the headmistress to get some updates on what was happening. And the headmistress didn't really have too many details, but said that there were stirrings in the north, and there was an attack on the Wood Elf kingdom, or the Wood Elf area. But once again, not too many details from the wind. And then after that update, Lyanna went and prayed to her patron goddess and received an incredible, rolled a nat 20. It was just like, I am here. I am.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Chosen. Rolled a nat 20, and Thanin actually gave her a vision.
That was crazy.
The vision, yeah, that was awesome. The vision involved, it was an older lodge in the north. You could see the mountains and a little bit of snowfall. And above the lodge was a giant white dragon. And that was just kind of the first part of the vision. And then the second part of the vision immediately flashed forward, and Lyanna was in the lodge and saw this basically handsome younger man inside with a amulet of Tiamat, And he seemed to, of course, be like turning it over in his hand, manipulating it in a way that was like suspicious or indicating that he somehow was possibly influencing that white dragon outside. But the end of the vision essentially started when the door.
Oh, that makes sense.
You didn't get that?
I didn't get that. Oh, that makes it so obvious.
Bam, I love you. I love you so much. I got that. You're welcome.
Yeah, we were so enraptured, man.
You're welcome.
Like,
You're welcome.
Oh, wait, actually.
Wait, actually.
Go ahead. I feel
There's my vision. Get out.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Really.
So,
Yeah.
So anyway, so yes, but the vision ended when like the door kind of flies open. Lyanna doesn't see who's at the door, but essentially the man with the amulet kind of like snaps back to composure and things like that. So yes, more to be revealed. And then she kind of like just, you know, once again, coming down from this like revelation, she goes to meet up with Crimson and Bronwyn at the safe house with a password that she did not care to remember.
I was like, do you remember what it is?
Something volcano.
Salmon swimming.
Salmon swim
Volcanic
upstream.
bliss.
Volcano. Blah blah blah. That's
Yeah, bliss.
salmon in a volcano. There you go. But yes. So and now you can do your part of the rap because I did mine.
Well, when we went to the safe house, we discovered that like he seemed kind of like he was like, I guess I'm the High Harper. I don't know. He didn't seem very sure, but I guess he was like the highest ranking member there. We talked to him for a bit. He told us about, well, I was asking if he knew any more information. He didn't really, but he did mention something when I said Asmodeus, right? I always want to call him Asmodeus.
He rolled a nat 20 on his history check.
Oh, that's what it is.
I think that's what it was. Like, there's a lot of nat 20s that happened last session.
But
True.
his name was Asmodeus, right?
Amadeus.
I don't know why that doesn't. Amadeus. We figured out that Amadeus, in addition to like used to being a part of the Cult of the Dragon, fucking with the followers of Bane, and like incorporating them together somehow. We're still trying to figure all that out. We figured out that he also is a vampire, which we thought was very concerning. So that's why we're trying to currently find Damien, because we think that he could be in great danger since we know vampires are currently looking for him as well. So there's vampires, Red Wiz. Oh, because we went to the Temple of Azuth as well and met with Bronwyn's mom, Materia, who had said the only information she had received was that that some of the people in the caravan were secret members of the Cult of the Dragon, but they weren't sure who because they've already incorporated themselves into the caravan that's going to be leaving. But that Red Wizards of Thay have also started like popping up as well. So there's Red Wizards of Thay, vampires, Cult of the Dragon, and followers of Bane, who's the god of tyranny. And they're kind of incorporated together, but we don't really know how or if they actually are, I think, right now. I think we're pretty sure Bane and Cult of the Dragon are incorporated.
Yeah, I was going to say, the High Priestess of Sehanin had mentioned that the previous leader of the Cult of the Dragon, the one who preceded the current leader, was I think he was a champion of Bane, actually.
Yes.
So he's kind of a big deal in that cult before kind of Tiamat kind of took prominence in that cult.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're currently on our way to the Black Gate. The High Harper did tell us that he had received news or word about Damien and Zara's whereabouts, and that Zara had boarded. They'd last seen her boarding a ship which was supposed to go toward but Damien had gone to the Black Gate.
He was told to go to the Black Gate. He went to the Black Gate. He did what he was told.
He's also told not to run away, but what are you gonna do? I feel like I'm missing something. I was like, I need to remember to talk about that, but I can't remember what it is right now.
It was like I think two of the leaders of the two different parts of the cult, they had left the town of Baldur's Gate by like, was it 3 days or 1 day?
Thank
just
you.
one
Yes,
day ahead of
that's
us.
what it was.
It was like
They had
that
left
morning,
yesterday.
I think.
Yeah,
That morning, yeah.
They had just left, and they ran through town. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened. Thank you.
Yeah, it was them two, and then like 6 little guards had gone with them, and then the rest of their party had stayed behind and was going to travel with the caravan to catch up.
Yes, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yay! We did it.
Yay! Good job,
Yay!
everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Should we leave?
I guess we'll
that it?
hop right into
There
it.
you
Yeah. So, as Bronwyn.
All right. Someone is echoing bad as hell. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I think it's Cynthia.
Word.
But as you guys are like waking up in the morning in Harper's safe house, you leave, head towards Blackgate, and you see the giant, ominous gate with a big black dragon head on top. As you make your way through the gate and into that part of the city, and it kind of opens up. It's a lot like not as compact, a lot of more sparse and open compared to the rest of Baldur's Gate. But you guys kind of find yourself coming into this little central square of this portion of the city, packed with people milling about, carrying boxes, fixing up wagon wheels, just running around. There's just chaos in this part of the city as all these people who presumably are getting ready for the caravan are running around, packing their cart, making sure everything's tied down, there's no squeaky wheels, everything is where it should be.
Yeah.
But you lot are down here. But as you guys kind of make your way kind of deeper into the square, kind of, so to say, here, then...
Oh, where'd you go? I missed you.
Putting you guys are walking your way
Thank you.
up this little alley, into this little square proper. Kind of looking around, kind of getting like a feel for this area. You can get the impression from like the clientele and like the voices, overheard conversations, that this seems to be like some sort of guild hall. And there's various shops for like supplies, like canvas and wheel smoke, stuff like that. And over here is like the main inn/tavern. In front of that inn/tavern, you see a familiar face, bickering with another somewhat familiar face.
Oh God.
Oh goodness. I think I know
you
which
see-
one it is.
You see Damien arguing with one of the harpers that you had interfaced with earlier, Xavier, who is telling Damien, okay, well, like, you have to come with me. Like, I was told to bring you down to the southern end of the city. Your friends are looking for you, but we gotta go.
And we hear it. We kind of like hear that, or
Yeah, so you guys kind of overhear that.
can I send a message to Xavier and just say, and like through via message, this salmon swims every wrong way possible.
Kind of like cocks his head, looks around, and sees you guys in the distance, and he's like, okay, and he waves. But for Sean, I don't think I actually sent his picture earlier anyways, but
Oh, Xavier. I was like, yeah,
But-
go ahead.
he looks like, oopsies. This one.
Nice.
Very
Is this-
petite
Why
man.
is he kind of like hot?
He's trying to seduce
Yeah.
Yeah.
you.
Why is it kind of hot?
Yeah, and
Why is every single Harper super hot? Right?
it's so crazy. It's almost like they're supposed to be charismatic to get people to tell them what you want to hear and stuff.
every single
It's almost
Harper.
like they want to flirt with everyone.
Yeah, but I will say you do not recognize his companion, who is standing beside him, kind of like quietly observing, just
Also-
like arms crossed.
Also hot.
Yeah.
Love
All right.
Damien.
Hi. Give me a moment.
Oh, damn it.
I'm so sorry.
To be fair, you've only had like 2 months, I think, to prepare for you playing again.
Yes, that is not enough time entirely. But yes,
Not entirely untrue.
yeah, I look at this man and go like, and what exactly are you?
Xavier, I was told by that one over there to come and get you. Playing babysitter a little
Likely
bit here.
story. Now tell me, who exactly are you?
And he kind of looks over his shoulder at Bromwood in the distance, who's also staring daggers at you, I think, at this point, probably.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't my first time getting kidnapped, thank you very much. I've learned from last time.
So you're still talking with me, even though you think I'm kidnapping you. I feel like that's not a great first step to avoiding a kidnapping.
I cross my arms. I work in mysterious ways, okay? Listen, I'm not going with you. I have like people to find.
What's your armor class, Damien?
Work.
Oh, my armor class? No. Give me a moment. Enough. I believe it is 18.
18. So he's gonna just kind of like clasp you on the back of the neck and kind of like push you down a little bit, just kind of like, and grab an arm and kind of put it behind your back, just kind of like momentarily like restraining you for a second before like letting go and just kind of raising an eyebrow at you. If I wanted to kidnap you, I could.
I let you do that. I pointed at him.
Right.
Ah.
Jesus, poor Damien. Can I send another message to Damien this time?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm just gonna say, quit being stupid, go get hired, we have to pretend we don't know each other, we'll regroup this evening in secret.
Okay, give me a moment. I hear a cunt in my leg.
Oh my god.
Here.
And then I think Brom went, because do we know if they're like, do we need to go to this guild hall to like get assigned?
So Josephine told you to find somebody named Aiken Celebon who runs a like wagon shop in this area. He's been like running the shop for years and years and years. So he knows like basically everybody. Aiken Celebon. And he knows kind of everybody who kind of comes and goes in Baldur's Gate kind of thing through this area. So he knows who's kind of looking for help and who's kind of like all set already. But
I'm gonna kind of like look around, like who's closest to me. I guess I'll look at this. She's closest. I'll go to this elf chick right here, and just go. Pardon me. Good evening today, madam. I was hoping that you might be able to direct me to Aiken Celebon, I believe his name is.
Yes, of course. And she's gonna kind of point this pretty elven woman in flowing like white gown. She has like a symbol of Seluna on her, actually.
Oh, I was like looking. I was like, who is this?
Yes, but she's going to point kind of back where you came from. This little like brown building over here. She's like, I believe that's his shop. He has like sells the wagon parts and all that, right?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. I just missed it.
Ah, yes.
All right, and I will walk down that way.
All right. So, Damien, are you going to regroup with your friends, or are you still bickering with these two?
As much as I would love to bicker, I will actually like look around to see if like Brahmin's around.
Bromwood has actually just turned his back to like start heading off in another direction. So
I was like, oh shit, there's that cunt.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Brahmin, wait up!
they both kind of like step aside, like put a hand out to like go ahead.
I raise both my hand. I raise both my hand and wave. Hey, it's me. You know, your best friend.
Yeah.
Rama will like look around side to side. Just be like, oh, I'm sorry. I think you might have me confused with somebody else. And then send him a message. Don't be fucking stupid. We don't know each other. We'll regroup this evening.
I love it. Bromwin's just always on a mission.
No, but like I have something to tell you.
Well, can you go on with it then, boy? I have things I need to tend to. And if you're asking for coin, here, and I'll just toss like a copper at him.
It could have at least been a silver. But no. Okay, so you know how we had like a cultist in tow, and they were supposed to be like our supposed. I put like both of my fingers as quotation marks. Hostage.
I'm so sorry, boy. I have the faintest idea of what you're talking about, and then send him another message. If you don't shut the fuck up right now.
I let out a groan. Fine. And before I like walk away, I will show off the fact that I have the bag of holding. And I am responsible for it.
Okay, well, I guess that's one thing done. But yeah, if he's done, if this strange, little, pale, gross, sickly-looking ghost skin is done accosting me, I'm gonna go into this building then.
Okay. Let me change this here. Get rid of everybody.
Man, I come back to be slandered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oop, okay. So it's a quaint little shop. Got like wagon parts kind of strewn about like on all the shelves, and parchment kind of scattered all over like pretty much all the available like shelf space. And you see this like half-elven man kind of like with like these glasses on the tip of his nose, just furiously scrawling in a little book as you enter. And he kind of like gives you like a glance up and a little nod of acknowledgement as he goes back to his writing. He's like, how can I help you?
Oh, I was curious, I was looking for work and I heard that you would be the one to talk to.
Yes, and he's gonna snap his book shut and put it down, grab a different book, go flipping through it, and he is going to list off some names here. So, I kind of went over the spiel a little bit with Cynthia, Brandon, and Margaret already, but Sean specifically. So, in the little DM chat, we have this Google Doc for the caravan, and the first couple of people that are on this doc are all people who are looking to hire. I know we had kind of discussed some of these people before, but anybody on this Google Doc is available to hire you outside of like the other guards. But the first 8, I believe. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, the first 8 have like the lowest DC to like convince them to hire you as a guard, kind of thing. But everybody else, like on this Google Doc, are just other merchants traveling with you, or like Teamsters, which are basically like taxi cab services where you can get hired by them, but the DC's a little higher to convince them to hire you. But this Aiken Celebon kind of discusses with Bromwin these people at the very front, kind of discussing. There's Nicholas Day. He is a fur trader. He's traveling with his family north to Waterdeep. Let me put these into the game chat here as well for the stream so they can see.
Whoa.
So there is Nicholas Day, who's a fur trader.
Why is he also kind of hot though?
But that's the thing, they're all hot.
Fine, ugly.
The NPC, yeah, all the NPCs are hot.
He goes on to say there's Stavrin Damir, who is a man who is looking to sell ale along the road to Waterdeep itself, where he's going to restock once he arrives there.
Also.
Yeah. There's Mariona Zurana. She's a cleric, but also a lumberjack, looking to take her wares up to Waterdeep.
And he's saying, like, he's like giving a brief description of all these people.
Yes, yeah, like it's like this is who it is. This is kind of what they look like. This is what they do.
But what they're trying to, yeah, okay.
And basically, what they're like looking to hire in a person. Pretty much all of these people are looking to hire like guards to either look after them themselves or specifically their merchandise, depending on the person. He goes on to describe Lastfellero the Silent, who is a strange man who doesn't really talk outside of the sing. Very mysterious. And then there are the twins, Thanaliel and Vidaliel, who are wood carvers. Also looking to go to Waterdeep. There's Arden Carbonor and his ward, Arden Jr., who are silk merchants. There is Drake Seabury, who is a trader of exotic birds, who is ultimately heading to Neverwinter. And then last but not least, in terms of what is in his book, there is Wenvy Quickgather, who is a porcelain merchant. These are the main ones that, yeah, so these are the ones that he has in his little book and recommends. Like, these are people who are really seeking out help right now. They would be the easiest to get hired by in such a short amount of time. But you feel free to ask around with the other merchants, see if they need help as well. But I know these are people who need help for sure.
All right. Do we need to get hired by these people directly, or do we need to go through via you?
Either way, I can let them know, kind of thing. Pass along.
It's probably best that I get to know these people if we're going to be traveling for such a long time, though, I would assume. So, do you happen to have a copy of this list by any chance? So may I write this down real quickly?
Yeah, he'll give you like parchment and like a quill for you to like copy it down real quick.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, thank you very much, and I'll hand the quill back. I believe I'll just go ahead and get hired directly from them, but I appreciate your time, and I'll throw a silver on the table.
Oh, of course, thank you. Take it, pocket it, give a little nod, and kind of go to grab something off a shelf kind of thing, looking like he's like fulfilling some sort of like order, binding it up and stuff. He's like a very busy man with this caravan coming up. He's like trying to do like 12 things at once, a little bit.
While he's got his back turned, can I see the ledger? Did he leave it out?
Yeah, I say it's still on the table there, just kind of open.
I want to read and see if there's any other information about people he didn't give me.
Interesting.
See if there's any other names or anything on there that he didn't tell me.
Okay. Yeah, so you see a couple of other names. Make a... I say a perception check unless you're actually picking up the book and like thumbing through.
I'm gonna just look.
Yeah.
Because, well, I guess how far away is this table?
I mean, you're standing right in front of it. He's probably like a good like 10 feet away from it right now.
Yeah, I think I might throw him through it then.
Okay, you can do an investigation check then instead. And throw in a stealth check if you're trying to do it sneakily.
Yep, and yep. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, he doesn't even notice. He's too busy doing whatever he's doing.
Oh,
but that's
fuck.
not great for the investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see there's a lot of names in this book. There's a lot of people going on this caravan. It's kind of changing the season, so it seems like a lot of people are kind of like either between merchants trying to get like new seasonal stock out, or travelers who are wanting to go on like vacation as it gets a little warmer. But there's just a lot of names. But I don't think any of them would really stand out to you. You do see Xavier's on the list, kind of towards the bottom. He seems to be kind of one of the more recently penned in names. I think that might be the only thing that really stands out to you.
I would
maybe the fact that there are like maybe some clerics of Bahamut traveling with you as well, which may put you at ease a little bit, possibly, or maybe put you on edge. I don't know.
I would like to prestidigitation. Something falling in like the back room, like a noise, like a sound of like a crash or something in like this.
Okay.
Back room.
Yeah, I would say with your previous stealth check, you can easily let them notice. He's like, oh fuck! He's like, I'm gonna go check what that is. Feel free to look around.
Analyze.
Yeah. I'll say you go ahead and make another investigation check.
Okay.
Harpering.
Well, you know.
Yep, Harper's be harpering.
Are you kidding me? That's bullshit.
Yeah,
I have nothing but time now.
Yeah, you see. I'll give you. Okay, so you see that along with Xavier, right next to him, his companion that you assume was who he is with while talking to Damien. His name is Magram. And with those two dragonborn clerics, you see their names are Kiaris and Nialtash. And they seem to be a little married couple kind of traveling to, where is it? The Sea of Moving Ice. Like, so
God.
really
what?
they're
going, that's past the spine of the world.
Yeah, so that kind of like catches your attention, like, whoa, they're going up there, Jesus.
Wait.
And they're followers of Bahamut. So.
Dragonborn clerics, followers of Bahamut, snow, ice, white dragon from Lyanna's vision. Okay.
Yeah, so they're going real far north. Yeah, so that kind of catches your attention, like, huh, that's interesting. And make I don't know how I want to make this check. I don't even know if I think it would make you make a check. You do remember your mom pointing out, because this has only been like a day for Bronwyn as opposed to a week for you. Your mom pointing out that there were like several wizards joining the caravan, which she thought was kind of weird. So remembering your mom saying that, you kind of like are thumbing through, because you have like the time to look through this now a little bit more in depth. There is, let me make sure I got my facts straight here. So there is a wizard and an artificer traveling north, which your mom had pointed out was kind of weird. Like, why wouldn't they just teleport? And their names are Jason Gildov, which with a little written. I'll put like this in here too. Where is he at actually? Where did I put him? Did I give him his own stat block? I think I did. I did just put him in the wizard. I did just put him in the wizard. There's an Air Genasi wizard named Jason Gildov who is traveling with a collection of guards. And then there is an artificer woman heading to Waterdeep for a collaboration, allegedly. Her name is Vandra Borzai. And she is a very pretty human lady who allegedly has celestial blood in her veins.
But she's not an Aesomer? It says human?
She's an Aesomer. I don't think in Fearun Aesomers are like very common, I don't think. No. I mean, I don't know Fearun lore, but like people aren't like the average Joe, like some dude running a wagon shop's not gonna know what a fucking Aesomer is. She's like, she got angel blood in her, dude. Like angel blood. But yeah.
Okay.
But those two, remembering what your mom had said, kind of like, you're like, wait, let me look at these wizards real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah, Is the quill still nearby?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to quickly write this down while it's fresh in my head.
Yeah, you write down their names and where they're kind of going. And as you're kind of like putting down the quill in the book, you kind of hear the door start to open. He's like, damn rats, fucking going through the shit. They don't really seem to notice anything amiss.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. I was hoping, I was on my way out, but, I was getting kind of famished. I was just wondering if there was any good places to eat around here.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. There, in terms of, like, in Blackgate, there's really just the one kind of tavern.
Oh, sounds
Small
perfect.
night-
Thank you so much. You have a great evening, okay?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'll leave out the,
course.
I'll leave.
Yep. All right. Meanwhile, is anybody kind of doing anything in the central square here?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna just kind of like, I don't know if I'm carrying apples on me or like just some fruit, but I was gonna like take out an apple or a pear and with my knife start kind of walking around a little, getting a read on people, cutting into the apple or whatever. And I guess I know we kind of win over who we were leaning towards, but like my character, like Crimson hasn't met these people yet. She doesn't know anything that's in the book.
Yeah.
So I think she was gonna start with the like the priestess kind of appeared, like not getting too close, but just kind of catching their eye and saying, like, nodding hello.
Okay.
And if they say anything, she'll respond a little back. But I think she was just trying to get a read on people but being like open, not super like closed off and suspicious.
All right. Go ahead and just make a general insight check. I think on just the people kind of in this area, and kind of give a little lowdown on them.
Can I make an insight check too, DM?
Yeah, if you're kind of
Okay.
like walking
Yeah.
around, kind of giving
Walking,
people
the girls are
looks
walking
down.
a beat.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And Damien's busy blowing our cover, so we're all doing
Yeah,
things. We're all
He
doing
didn't know.
things.
He didn't know.
I
Because
told
the
him
question-
100 times.
A question for y'all, like, because Bronwyn would have told myself
Wow, that was
and Lyanna, like, to like kind of not, like, don't appear like we're all together. Like we have to be kind of.
Yeah, we did that before we even came into Upper
Yeah,
City,
yeah, we did that. Okay, just making sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I only got a 9. And
I will,
only got
by the way, DM, I will run around trying to find the other.
All right. Make an investigation check just for funsies.
Okay. Wait,
I'm
for Damien or
I'm
all of
amazing
us?
at them.
Yeah, for Damien specifically, because
Okay,
he's trying to
okay.
find you guys. I just want to
Oh,
see if he rolls a 1.
I'm amazing at that. See, told you.
Okay, yeah, you remember seeing them in the city square, and you kind of had spent a couple hours in Blackgate last night, kind of getting a lay of the land. So you're easily can find them kind of in the
Yeah, I did.
that square.
Oh,
But before
Yeah.
that,
I thought you said late at first too.
before you kind of run back into them, with Lyanna, you're kind of having a hard time kind of getting a read on them.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're sure this little elf cleric lady's probably pretty chill since she's, follower of Seluna. But other than that, the man with the knolls kind of catching your attention too. Like, huh? But
It's hard not when he's wearing
yeah.
very little clothes.
yes, and there is a knoll that's maybe like a little like young for a knoll, because knolls usually get pretty fucking big. This guy's
Yeah.
maybe like 4 feet tall, like next to
Aw,
this
he's
like elven man, and just like jabbering away. And
Yeah.
he's, as he's like packing up these boxes, kind of like half listening. And Crimson, you with your insight, you're kind of like an experienced like mercenary. This was what you did for a while, is getting hired by travelers, merchants, protect some goods, yada yada yada. And within this general vicinity, the ones that kind of catch your attention the most are kind of like, the ones hanging out by this guild hall here. They all seem to be pretty experienced fighters of some sort, whether or not they're other guards looking to get hired by merchants or they just are sellswords. But they seem to be they seem to also be kind of doing a similar thing to you, kind of like getting a read on the lay of the land, trying to see if they can make eye contact with any of these nobles and kind of like sell themselves to them, kind of. But there's anybody else who kind of piques your interest here. I mean, the
Yeah.
knoll is also kind of catching your attention. Like, you do not see that very often in the city. The knoll just kind of like wearing a dress and chattering away to a elf who is like entertaining this conversation. And you do see these two elves over here are currently like look to be like in a conversation, but with like their hands kind of thing. They seem to be signing to each other. Just kind of deep into this conversation. And you do see this family over here seems to be bickering at each other. As it's like, I told you have to put this box on top because it's lighter. If you put it on the bottom, it's going to crash in on itself. And it's like, well, I thought that if you put the heavier box on top, it would hold the lighter box down. And you can just see like, no, this is going to break the box. And it's just like the going back and forth kind of thing. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I will have moved away from the more experienced sellswords by the guild hall and just kind of moved down this way just to see who's down here.
Yeah, you do see like there's like a little like gnome, looks to be like a mage or wizard type kind of like going about currently kind of like chatting at these like two ladies here who seem to have like these like cat-like ears kind of protruding from like these big plumes of hair as they're kind of like
cat girls
smoking like some sort of like equivalent of a cigarette essentially but they're just kind of chilling as they're kind of like entertaining this like old gnome guy and you see kind of like another like mercenary kind of like sitting here, kind of gives you a nod as you pass by. I say like you probably like pass by Damien at this point too, who probably is like probably waving at you.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll probably at this point like stay within sight of the others, not like acknowledging them, but whomever they don't approach, then I think that's how Crimson will make her decision. Like whoever's left after they make a move, I think.
You know what? I will approach Lyanna.
You're gonna approach me?
Yes, I approach you. I dare approach you.
Okay. Alright, I just kind of like side-eye you a little bit, and I'm just like, kind of like, yeah, where you been?
Oh, God.
Listen, don't worry. I've learned my lesson. And, okay, I know we're supposed to be undercover, but,
Oh, God.
but from one,
I feel like we're the two most conspicuous ones out of the group, to be honest.
Don't worry. If there's anyone who knows how to do undercover, it's me. But just a question. I know we're supposed to be undercover, but from one devastatingly attractive stranger to another.
Oh my God.
What's the game plan here? Besides looking conspicuous right now, I think people are staring. Hi.
You see, like, nobody's really paying. You look kind of like around. You don't really see anybody looking at you outside of like this tiefling woman who's kind of like looking at you, Damien, with like this like tilt to her head and like a narrowed eye. Like,
Is she
like
cute?
no. Oh yeah, she's pretty cute.
I'm just gonna grab him by your shoulder. Maybe like, okay, he's my younger brother, and just like usher him away into the building so we can talk. So, oh no, my map messed up.
Whoa.
Sorry, hold on. There it goes. Okay, my map messed up. Okay, usher him into this like building real quick, just so we can talk. Like,
I get dragged away.
Yes. Younger brother, let's go this way.
As I am ushered away, I wave at the tiefling woman and go like, "Sending stone me."
Kind of like immediately like look away from you, like, trying to pretend not to have been looking at you at all, but not subtle about it at all, just kind of like avoiding eye contact.
Yeah, he's got mad RBF.
Alright, so what are we supposed to do?
I ushered you away in the building so we could talk.
Yes. Oh, right.
Okay.
God.
Now we can talk, okay?
Okay,
So-
okay.
The game plan is we are trying to essentially ingratiate ourselves with one of these lovely caravanners because essentially at least two cultists of Bane are ahead of us by 3 days. And we essentially need to, but we don't know where in the world they went, where they are. We need to somehow find a way to get on the road to find them. Honestly, Damien, let me just be frank, the plan is Bromwyn's, it's not mine.
Oh god.
But yeah, but don't mess it up, please.
Alright. Imagine if I was stupid, right, and did not understand you. What does ingratiate mean?
Wait, what? You imagine if you didn't understand me? What?
Imagine if I was stupid and I didn't understand you. Hypothetically, what does ingratiate mean?
Oh!
'Cause I think I was ingratiating a lot last night.
Oh god.
Now that I think about it.
Oh dear God! Oh dear God! I'm sure you were.
Hold on 1 second. Damien, roll a charisma check.
Yeah, roll a charisma check.
I will roll a charisma check.
I need to. Can I roll a bullshit check? No, I'm kidding.
I don't think you have to. I think you could just nail that.
I think I can just stare at him.
Not 20.
Oh my God! Are you shitting me? Ow.
He's perfect at
Okay,
bullshitting.
yeah, I was gonna say, how did you ingratiate yourself to who and what, and who? I guess how and who.
It started with a few good intentions of bringing our cultists back, slowly descending into numerous misdeeds.
Oh Lord! I don't honestly. Spare me the details. Spare me the details. Let's just. You know what?
You don't need to know.
I would rather not. You know. Let's just, Damien. Let's just. Okay. Find a caravan that.
No.
Honestly, well, I don't even know if I want you to go by yourself. But oh.
Don't worry.
This is gonna be rough.
Don't worry, I can handle myself. What's the worst that could happen? Don't think about that. Wait,
yeah,
don't think about that.
Say, I'm thinking of too many. There's too many things swirling around that are the worst thing that can happen.
Worry,
they all involve you, and
Okay, so look for a caravan.
yes, just
Get hired.
yeah, essentially, just try. Stay on the down low. Try to get hired by one of these caravans, preferably, one that looks relatively reputable. It just. I don't know if I trust your judgment, but I'm going to trust your judgment on this one. But we're each taking a caravan. And you know what? That's really up to you, Damien. How you're feeling?
Why are you taking separate caravans?
Why are we taking separate caravans? Just to spread. We're trying to spread out because we don't know where the cultists went. We don't know where they are.
No, okay.
We're trying to spread. We're trying to get as much ground as we can.
I see.
Yes,
All right,
but we
all right,
won't be alone. That's why we're joining caravans. We're not going alone.
It's not safe to go alone. Take this.
Alright, so I have to get hired.
Take this caravan.
Usually getting hired just means grabbing a piece of paper off like a wooden board and showing it to like the quest giver aggressively, but
Not the quest giver.
I can adapt.
Or you could cordially go up and talk to somebody like a normal human or a normal person.
I already pull out my cloak of billowing from.
Okay, I thought, yeah. Okay, this is, yep.
Okay, before I go,
Okay.
I quickly hug Lyanna, and I go like, I hope you stay safe. Thanks for talking to me.
Lyanna kind of like she's surprised. Her eyes kind of like that widen, like okay, and then she's like,
I hope.
Pat. You know, like she's she's learning how to be more like open and motherly. But yeah, Damien, just please stay safe. Please stay safe.
I won't disappoint any of you.
Okay.
God.
Except Comrade.
Okay. All right. All right. Just don't forget to pack your lunch and good luck.
Yes. I pull out the wand of smiles.
Love it. I love it. All right. All right. Well, good luck, Damien. And Lyanna's gonna come back out of the building into the open and just kind of like, all right, let's do this. Like, let's get going.
I will roll out of the building and below my cape.
Oh, jeez.
Damien is on the job.
That's the only thing. That's the only option. You have to do that.
Right. That's it. That's the only option.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll say probably Bromlin's kind of heading into the city center area as you guys are leaving that building.
As I turn the corner, I can notice Crimson looking around, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like do like, not like a run or a jog, but like a quick step and be like, oh, excuse me, madam, I believe you, I think you just dropped this. Is this yours? Towards Crimson. And I'm gonna hand her the list of the names I just got.
Ah, interesting.
I did. Thank you, son. Young child. Thank you.
Tis not a problem at all. And then I'll like do like a little like nod, and then kind of come over to here and like look around the center to see if I can get a vibe for any of these people, since I have like a general, like, since I got descriptions of them, but like to see them in person, get a vibe off them.
Yeah, if you want to roll an insight check with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
The Harper's harpering. Oh, I forgot to do
Harper is
advantage.
harpering.
Oh, good days at advantage. Yeah, not much better. You do place, like, faces to names, essentially. Like, you see that this here, let me make sure I get who's who correct. You kind of can glean that this is Thanaliel and this is Vitaliel, the twin elf wood carvers.
Call them back to
Arden
back.
Carmenor over here with his Knoll ward. You see the Seluna cleric. You see like the fur merchant. But I don't really quite place any other faces to names or anything like that. But you're gonna start piecing a few of the names on your list to faces there.
Are the elves still signing next to me?
Yeah.
The one closest to me, I'll shoot a message.
Ooh,
would you happen to be needing of someone with certain skill set to assist you going towards Waterdeep, correct?
He's gonna kind of jump a little bit, like he was, like, very startled. Kind of look around, and you see his brother, stops, like, or, like, is, like, looking at him, like, says out loud while signing, like, are you okay? What's wrong? And he, like, signs something back to him, kind of, like, looking around, confused. Like, he doesn't seem to realize where the source of whatever that was.
I'll message the other one, and just be like, I notice y'all are having a particular time communicating, and I did go and see that you are one of the people looking for someone to get hired. I believe I have a skill set that could assist all of us in this.
He kind of picks up on it a little bit quicker, kind of like making eye contact with you, like, oh yes, that would be wonderful. And as he's like talking, he's actually still signing. Like, you get the idea that he's like kind of like interpreting for his brother, who doesn't seem to be acknowledging a lot of like the sounds and bustle around. Doesn't hear a hammer being dropped on the ground very loudly right behind him, kind of thing. But he's like, yes, if you want to roll a persuasion, or wait, hold on, let me make sure I get persuasion, or you can do a athletics check with advantage.
Nice.
pull out my little guide here. Where's my notes? Yeah, persuasion or athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, natural 20, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He's like, yes, we're definitely looking for.
Those were both great, by the
garden.
way.
I know, right? 19 and a 20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's like goes on. He's like, yeah, we're definitely looking for somebody to kind of keep an eye on us and our goods as we're traveling towards Waterdeep. The going rate would be 10 gold pieces per 10 day. We'll feed you along the way and all that, but just keeping an eye out for any dangers on the road is really the big thing that we're looking for.
Sounds simple enough. Well, not that it seems like I must sell myself to you any longer. If you are interested in cooperating with each other to go to Waterdeep, I would be more than happy to assist both of you.
Indeed, we're looking forward to it. And you see, like, his brother kind of, like, as he's, like, interpreting for this, he kind of, like, nods along kind of thing. You see, like, they are both just enamored by you.
I'll do like a bow, and I'll verbally say, "My name's Bismarck Alwyn. It's nice to meet you." And then I'll send a message to the one who hasn't verbally spoken and say the same thing.
Okay. And they kind of, like, nod. Like, well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yeah, you know that the caravan heads out in the next 3 days? 3 days, yes. So,
Yes.
3 days' time, we'll be heading out with everybody. I'm sure you'll hear everybody bustling about, but I think the meeting point for most people is going to be at the inn across the way. He's going to point over there to the Long Nights Inn and Dining Hall. It's like the big hubbub of this area outside of, like, maybe the guild hall itself, but it's mostly, like, mercenaries kind of coming and going out of there, but a lot of, like, the, like, merchants and, like, travelers are kind of staying at the tavern itself.
Well, we can easily meet there in 3 days. I've yet to acquire a room, however, I believe I may, if I don't find myself a room, stay at the Temple of the Zuth. If anything changes, I'll let you know should you need my assistance before the 3 days.
Indeed. Well, we look forward to traveling with you.
Indeed. And then I'll start kind of like walking, kind of just like, kind of looking around, just meandering, taking in the city. But I want to shoot a message to Damien as well. Already got hired. I win, loser.
I love this. I love that it's a competition. I think Lyanna kind of like... Does Lyanna notice this message?
You probably see Bromwyn kind of sauntering off with, like, a little pep in his step, and do, like, the little, like,
He does like finger,
and you see Damien
slight
frown.
finger points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of pick up that the boys are doing something, and Lyanna's gonna kind of roll her eyes a little bit.
I'll read the note real quick, and then kind of do my best to memorize it, and then go up to Lyanna and just be like, a priestess of Selenine, correct? To Lyanna.
Oh, sorry, yes. Lyanna's kind of picking up on Crimson's, like,
What she's put
we're
down.
trying to keep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, are you looking for a blessing of any sort?
Just a quick one. My mother prayed at your temple just before any journey, if you don't mind, and I'll kind of hold out my hand, but I'll keep it hidden. I'll have the note in my hand to, like, take her hand and give it to her.
Okay. Well, thank you. Lyanna kind of hovers, puts her hand in, actually takes Crimson's hand in both of hers, kind of like acknowledgement of a blessing, but as Lyanna kind of slides her hand back, the note, I think, she'll take the note.
Yeah, and then I'll just be like, thank you. And go towards the other people.
That's absolutely. May the moon light your way.
Thank you.
I am so cleric.
I low key, sorry to break. I always think of Lyanna being so devout, but like kind of like a bad priestess in general, but like very devout still.
That's exactly. That was the most
like,
Lyanna ever. It was just like
She's
I
like-
so devout.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're like, you need my help? I'm on my spiritual journey. I'm not coaching anybody else.
Literally every
so
time.
about my trauma journey.
Yeah.
Funny. May the moonlight guide you. That's what it is. Yeah, that one.
I was like, may the moon guide you.
Sorry. That was so funny to me.
It was so good. I was like,
Oh god.
may the moon be mooning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Whose turn is it?
Whoever wants to go. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. You roll initiative.
Because I was gonna go last, and
Oh, yeah. Sean, you want to go?
yeah, I think
Oh.
Sean's gonna go because it's him and
It's a competition now.
Now, listen. Now, at first, I was Damien. I was looking around at the nearest person. Now, he is looking for the richest person that seems to need help.
Okay.
You're smart.
Roll an insight check for me.
Great at those. Told you.
Yeah.
You always roll well.
So in terms of richest, you kind of like you spent some time in Blackgate last night and kind of this morning. You know there are a couple of wizards running around, and you know wizards typically are pretty rich, just because of like the amount of money it takes to do their schooling and material components for their spells. They tend to be on the kind of upper echelon there. So you know that there's Jason Gilda of that Air Genasi. There is our Asamer lady who is that artificer. What is?
Well, does he know if any of these people are actually wizards? He hasn't. He hasn't met any of these people, right?
Well, he's been here for like a good
Oh, that's true. He was
24 hours at this point, and he rolled a fucking natural 20 on. I rolled like a general charisma check to see if he ingratiated himself to these people like before, and he rolled a nat 20. So I think he kind of has a pretty good lay of the land already.
I forgot about the ingratiation.
Yeah.
Iron in the blood.
Yeah, so you know about the
Iron deficiency.
Yeah, you know about Jason Gildev, you know about Vandra Borzai. You know that there is another wizard that was not in the book that Bromwyn got.
Oh, perfect.
What's his name? Yari Longnose, who is actually one of the Teamsters. So he's basically like an overglorified like taxi cab driver. Like he basically is hired to shuttle people across the Sword Coast and protect them along the way, kind of thing. So you know those three are probably pretty well off, and you know that, or you get the vibe based on that insight check as well. That mercenary lady who is glaring at you a little bit earlier before you kind of like flustered her. She seems to be a pretty well decorated mercenary. She seems to have a lot of like very like pristine and well taken care of like gear. You have an idea that there's probably a couple of magical items on her person, like her sword and shit. So she seems to be kind of a big deal in terms of like the mercenaries. But in terms of like people who are seeking to be like looking for hirees, let's see, who's the richest? That is a good question. There is that silk merchant that you've been kind of eyeballing, but he seems very airheaded, so like while he is rich, you don't know if he would be able to draft you up the best contract.
No, let's not risk that.
Yeah, and then you do know that there is a exotic bird seller who seems to be very eccentric in his like bright green tailcoat, like a masquerade mask that he seems to just kind of be running around with like 24/7 with this big crazy hat. You're like, oh, only rich people dress like that. Like nobody would fucking dress like that. Otherwise,
Alright. Okay. Normally, Damien would instantly go for the bird person. But now that this is a competition, I have to pick wisely. I will head over to the tiefling.
oh, okay.
Oh, I like this.
Okay.
Hey, psst, psst, hey, you.
She's gonna kind of like she has. So you've been spending a lot of time with Lyanna. Lyanna has a resting bitch face. This lady has like. It's like Lyanna's bitch face, but like times 10. Like she has like.
Oh my god.
Her expression is just like she just looks like she's livid, but she's just standing there, kind of like leaning against the wall, kind of like was like kind of like munching like on like an apple slice before you kind of came over, and she kind of just glares at you over her apple slice. Can I help you?
Yes, you can. Thank you for offering. I move over and sit right beside her.
God.
I love it.
I imagine him laughing like that too.
Yeah, I know.
For real, I love it.
Kind of like good-naturedly, kind of like kick your hip a little bit with her boot. How are you standing around in the sunlight?
What?
You're standing in the sunlight. How?
I look at the sunlight. I mean, am I not supposed to? Is my white glistening hair too like distracting? I can like.
I wouldn't say distracting. I'd say more of a dead giveaway. But
I cover my head. I cover my head with like the cape of billowing, the hood of the cape of billowing, and I billow. Is this less distracting?
roll one more just general charisma check for me to see if she wants to fucking kick you or find you like charming.
14.
She just kind of like rolls her eyes. What do you need?
Work.
Man, thanks for offering. Now that I think about it, I actually do need like some help. You know, from like one mercenary to the other. I'm kind of new at this mercenaries thing, as competent as I may seem. I'm trying to find like a good client. You know, I don't want to get like scammed and like earn less than what I'm worth. Got any tips?
Roll one more persuasion check for me.
Oh, bro. I'm excellent at those. 25.
Holy
my
shit! Okay.
No kidding.
I flash my most charming smile. And so does my shield. My shield. My shield will help me.
Well, I guess it kind of depends on you. You're looking for coins specifically?
No. Aren't all mercenaries looking for coin?
I mean, you can be looking for coin, or if you're looking for maybe some more comfort on the road, some food in your belly kind of thing while you're traveling. There's certain...
I shake my head.
Okay. Well...
I'm good on food and comfort, don't worry. I usually sleep on walls.
Oh my god.
Right. Well...
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Let me look at this list one more time here. Let me make sure.
Thank you, DM.
I will say a lot of the people that I would normally kind of gravitate towards kind of already have some hired help, unfortunately. But I was eyeballing the bird guy. He seems a little too eccentric for my taste, though. But the little porcelain seller over there seems like she's got a heavy coin purse.
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
And also,
I was
the
also
two,
looking at the bird guy.
the two shifter girls there. They're from Silvery Moon. They've been doing this for a while. I'm sure they have some coin purses that they wouldn't mind emptying either.
Who do you think would like me?
Let me pull an insight check for her.
Besides you.
Bronwyn screams nobody.
Oh my god, these rolls have been amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, as charming as you are, I'm sure anybody would be thrilled to hire you. But Damien, as you're kind of like looking, getting a read, you see that the two shifter girls, while they do seem to be merchants, do seem to have like weapons kind of strapped to their side, and kind of giggling and chatting as they do. You get the idea that you probably would get along with them, but they don't seem like they're so much looking for help, maybe. But the porcelain merchant is kind of like wringing her hands in the corner kind of thing, looking like she's wanting to talk to somebody and be like, but she's just kind of like a little too shy to go up to anybody and ask, like, oh, could you be my guard? Like, she seems like to be a little nervous, but she has like this like very bright smile even despite her nervousness. Kind of, like, yeah, very, very cute. God
damn it. I was gonna go for this shifter movement. Now I feel bad for this one. Alright. I think I've decided.
Well, good luck in your endeavors.
Well, coming from a stunning steel nerve tiefling like you,
Oh god.
I'll take every word to heart. I bow.
She'll give you like a little like 2-finger salute as you walk off, like a little bit of a scoff.
I give a wink and like 2-finger guns.
She's gonna roll her eyes.
I do love it.
I pull out my perfume of bewitching.
Oh
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, you do got that.
Does he have every magical item known to man? Like, what is happening?
He has to bag a whole
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah.
It's just
It's chaos. We've unleashed.
giving him too much power with that.
I also have a water flask of alcohol. I don't know how I got this, but I have it. But I try to like find like I put on my perfume of bewitching, put on my cloak of billowing, and like a mask, and I go like right behind her,
Mask.
really intimidatingly.
Behind who?
Behind the gnome. Was it a halfling or a gnome?
Halfling.
Where is she? I'll move him over.
She's over here.
Oh god, he's away from me.
Oh, that one. Oh man.
All right, I'll move him.
Oh
Right.
boy.
I'm right behind the halfling lady.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she
And
was married.
She's about to be, I think.
I love
As
that.
my-
She about to be.
As my cloak billows, I make I say, hey.
She's gonna like immediately jump and spin around.
Yeah. Usually there are like thunder noises when you like look at me, but I'm still working on that. By the way, are you hiring?
Yes, I am indeed. I'm just trying to, find somebody to kind of like, scare off any bandits or monsters along the way. Trying to make it to Waterdeep without breaking anything, hopefully.
All right. So how much are you paying me every day?
Oh my god.
So You can roll a persuasion, intimidation, or athletics check. Those two charisma-based ones would be at an advantage.
Alright, the persuasion. Oh fuck. Okay, wait. Can I roll? Can I use the lucky?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Getting there all this.
Oh God, Damien, you used all your you used all your good rolls
Does
already.
the perfume add
I rolled a 15.
Yeah. Yeah, that was with the perfume. She's like, oh well, yes, for sure. It would be 32. It would be 8 gold pieces a 10-day. And plus I would cover any food and lodging along the way.
But what if I don't care about food and lodging?
Roll another persuasion check
This
with
poor
advantage.
woman. This poor woman.
26.
Okay, there we go. I mean, I can certainly be arranged. I could probably bump that up to 10 gold pieces a 10-day if you don't really need any food or lodging.
I stand up straight. I stare into the distance, my cape billowing for a moment. I'll consider it, as I say as I walk away.
But are you sure?
I give a, I like look at as I walk away. I look back at her and slowly raise a thumbs up before I keep walking.
Like swoosh your cape like over here.
She looks so confused.
I look over to where Brahmin is, and I kind of like walk beside him and go like, "How much are you getting paid?"
Oh well, it doesn't even matter, Damien. I'm not allowed to take the coin.
What the fuck? Why?
It's against the code, idiot.
Can I take the coin?
What? No.
What? I don't have a coin. If it helps, I don't have a coin that stops me from taking coin.
Well, if you can somehow convince the twins to give my coin to you, then by all means. But that seems quite foolhardy. Plus, we don't know each other, little boy.
I am already walking over to the twins.
This is amazing.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
Can we like move over to the others? Can we just look back? Because I feel like this is very.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say if we wanted to do a quick bathroom break.
No,
right
it's
now,
fine.
I got a nice little break,
We'll
and then
just
we'll
keep
kind of
playing.
move on to the ladies.
Alright.
We'll
have
go.
fun playing without me.
Yeah, we'll go. I'll turn on the pause screen for a second. We'll be back.
Okay. Yeah.
Enjoy our song.
Yeah.
Wake up! We're the wizard! Let's go on an adventure. Fireball! Woo! Have you seen my sword?
Someone find my sword! Can you feel it calling? It whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sword of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
Add advantage to your roll. Though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay hardy. Friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roam. Add advantage.
Oh, so everyone quit picking your nose because we're back.
Oh no!
My nose! And we'll just wait for her.
Just fun. I was not anticipating doing it quite like this. I was just gonna have you guys roll and then call it a day and kind of move on to the caravan. But I'm loving the roleplay of you
It's
guys
fun.
like trying to like be like, "Hide me, please."
Do you want to go to Lyanna while Margaret's coming back?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Not to tell,
Oh, yeah.
not me telling you what to do. Oops. My bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
She's trying to give James a Heimlich, I think, in the background.
Well, how are you cruising the town, Lyanna?
Oh, my charisma town? Ooh. That's why this is going to be super exciting to go over to Mr. Charisma over there. So I think Lyanna, of course, is going to make eye contact with the cleric of Saloon. And I mean, kind of do that casual, like, smile and acknowledgement, since they both are worshippers of the moon, or the moon's patron goddesses. But I think as she's doing that, you know, as she's giving that acknowledgement, Lyanna's getting kind of distracted by the activity to her left, which is the knoll. And Timothy Chalamet over there.
Yeah, I think maybe what catches your attention is like you hear the knoll yipping, like, this is so much better than the Misty Forest. Like, oh my gosh, I love traveling so much more, and this is so much better. And he's like, oh yes, my companions in the forest are not the most welcoming of your kind. And he kind of gives him like a little scratch in the head. But traveling, you know, you see all kinds of people, like, that don't really seem to care as much. Just make sure you stay out of trouble. He's like,
I think Lyanna is gravitating towards like their cheerful banter, but also because they do seem, from what she can tell, very well traveled, and also once again very charismatic. So on the road, I think they would be more helpful to essentially gather information, but also just make acquaintances well and not start too many fights. It seems she's not sure about that one, but I think she's gonna walk over and kind of just saunter to the male elf and just be like, you seem rather comfortable in your dress. Seems breezy.
indeed, it's the best fabric out there. He's gonna like do it. He's like long, like silk shirt, silk cloak, kind of trailing behind him with the tightest pants you've ever seen.
Oh my god, yeah! Fucking David Bowie pants. I'm here for it. Are you a silk merchant by trade?
Indeed.
Oh, well, you do strike a fine figure. I have a question. Are you perchance hiring on your expedition?
Very much so. I'm looking for a guard to look after my products, but more importantly, my son. And he's going to gesture to the knoll.
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, that's adorable. Distant relation, I presume.
You could say that. I found him abandoned outside of town that I grew up in. When he was just a newly birthed baby, I'm supposing. I'm not sure. But little, what I thought was a dog grew up to be Arden Jr.
I see. Chosen family.
Much preferred. It kind of like tousles hair again on the top of the head, and he's like,
Lyanna's kind of like taken aback. She's trying to not get too much spittle on her robes. I'm curious if perhaps I could travel with you as perchance a guard of some sort. Maybe not a guard, but just as a companion, as a helper. I actually need to travel towards, I don't know which direction you're going in, but I need to travel through the Black Gate towards the north. As you can tell from my attire, I am a cleric of Tyranny, and I am just seeking to, once again, share her blessing with others on the road. I've been sent on a pilgrimage of sorts.
Indeed. I mean, most of us are kind of heading towards Waterdeep, so that's pretty far north. I might make a pass through the Misty Forest once we hit Waterdeep, just to tie up some loose ends there. But
Misty Forest, you say?
But Waterdeep is the immediate goal, and then that's kind of a little bit further down the road. But
okay. Yeah, as long as we can make it to Waterdeep, I mean, I can't say no, honestly, to any offers to join just a caravan of companionship in some ways. But if you would like me on your journey, I mean, I know a few healing spells. I'm a good cook.
Oh. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I know, right? I was like,
Ooh, you said cook now.
yeah, I know.
Don't bury the lead.
Alright.
If this was the real world, that man would not know how to operate a microwave.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Microwave.
Oh, I was.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
It was so
Oh.
close to being a nat 20, though. It was so close, but I'm not gonna lie. A 2, pretty great. 2 with +2 persuasion, 4, pretty great.
As tempting as that offer is, I think we might have to pass on any follower of the divine traveling along. I feel like,
Oh,
no offense, but they tend to be the more stuffy type.
Stuffy.
I mean, wouldn't maybe her over there? I mean, she's also a little moon lady too. I mean,
Are you making presumptions about you just think all moon ladies look alike? No, I'm kidding.
all you cleric types, you know.
You think all clerics look alike? I'll have you know that honestly, I know a thing or two about fabrics myself, and Lyanna kind of flourishes her robes a little bit. And she's like,
Important.
from
The elves are elving.
stand back, everybody. The elves are elving.
legit.
Good night, fuck.
Good night, fuck.
I literally wrote in my notes, I was like, as long as Lyanna doesn't roll a 3 or lower, she'll be fine.
Oh no.
You literally just had to roll more than a 3.
I did not. I absolutely did not. But oh dear. Oh god, I keep forgetting. Evereska is the sun elf.
Hold on, let me look. Evermeet is the sun elf, I think.
Yeah,
Evermeet.
everyone's sun elf because they're by themselves on their little island away from everyone.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
can always forget that Evermeet is
Yes.
the island. Okay, Evereska is the moon. Okay,
Mhm.
from the beautiful forest of Evereska, as you can see, the silks have a wonderful shimmer. We know how to be persuasive!
He's gonna grab your cape and kind of like run his fingers over it. Roll another persuasion check, this time with advantage.
May the moonlight guide you.
May the moon light your way. This is what's happening tonight.
And shimmer your silk
So persuasion.
with advantage.
She's just
Oh,
trying.
with advantage.
DM's just trying
Okay.
to help you at this point. That's what that is.
Yeah. Oh no! I mean,
Okay,
he
bro.
doesn't have to help me. I can go find a different companion. I'm gonna see how far I can push it. Okay.
I'm
Oops,
so
sorry.
proud of her. This is something I would do.
Okay, persuasion. Lyanna's trying real hard. All right.
Oh!
You have advantage!
I know, but that was so fucking good, though. I know.
Girl! I don't know.
Oh, my
I don't
swear to
know.
God.
I don't know, Miss.
I know. If I get a 3, I got a
Okay.
3.
I was like, I don't know if.
I got a 1.
I don't know if Mr. Titties is for you at that point.
I don't know. I'm trying. Mr. Titties, he, I don't know. He's very distracting. My persuasion doesn't work.
Yeah, so he kind of like lightly grabs your cape, kind of like running a thumb over it. These are very fine silks indeed. I mean, I would love to pick your brain if you know about the more detailed intricacies of how this is woven. I would love to pick the brains of the silk traders of Everesca, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I just, once again, as if you would like some companionship on the road, I would be more than happy to talk about the intricacies of the artists of Everesca and how they weave their passion and craft into each fiber of their being.
Jesus.
Maybe discuss it over a glass of wine or something, perhaps.
Oh, I would absolutely love that. But honestly, fine gentleman, it's yourself. You did say you didn't want any divine or students of divinity on your travels. Maybe I should leave.
I just was worried that you may be too good of an influence on my son, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want him to be, a fuddy-duddy.
Oh. And you thought I was a fuddy-duddy with this face? Resting bitch.
She does have a fun colored lipstick.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't worry. I've gotten into enough trouble. I doubt that your son would find me holier than thou. Well, it's settled then. I say it's settled. When do we depart?
3 days time. It seems that most of the merchants are kind of staying in the inn right down the road here, so we can meet there at first light 3 days later.
Oh, perfect. Well, you know what? I realized that I actually did not get your name, fine sir.
Oh, and he's gonna put a hand out to kind of like grab your hand, like
I rolled a
kiss your
1,
knuckles.
okay?
Yeah. Grab your hand lightly, kiss your knuckles. I am Arden Commonor, and this is my son, Arden Jr.
Oh, he's not going to kiss my knuckles, is he?
While you guys have been having this conversation, Arden Jr. has mostly just been kind of looking at your like armor and like looking at his reflection in your armor and kind of like going this way and that way, watching like how his like reflection like distorts over like the armor in different spots. Like the whole time, pretty much, you guys have been like talking.
He seems nice. He seems fun. Of course. Crap. I don't know. I am I'm not charismatic tonight. What was his name again?
I mean, it was in character. It is Arden Carmenor.
Yes, Arden. God damn it. You've said it like 10 times. But yes, Arden and Arden Jr. Yes, of course. My fine Sir Arden, I guess if we would like to meet back here in 3 days' time, I would love to make my way up to Waterdeep. Thank you so much for allowing me to go on your journey. Do you need any help? Do you need any help lifting your wares into your caravan?
Would he? Yeah, he would. He doesn't want to do this shit.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, if you don't mind, maybe I can increase your pay for the help.
Oh,
a little extra coin.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would gladly. Let me see. Let me check. I'm just very curious. Oh, okay. It wasn't that bad. It was my charisma was my dump. I knew charisma was my dump, but I'm like my strength's 10. All right, not terrible.
Yeah. While you're helping, while you're helping him, lift these boxes, put them in the cart. Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would like to know more about this guy and his backstory. I'm very curious. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's a good stat for me. Alright. Wow! 23.
Yeah.
As we're like helping him pack these boxes, he's mostly kind of sitting off to the side while you and Arden Jr. do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There seems to be like a strange like smell in some of the boxes. Actually, a lot of the boxes.
What's in these boxes? No, I'm kidding. No. A strange smell, like spices, incense, things. Would I recognize the smell?
With that high, it's kind of like a.
It's poop, isn't it?
Oh my god.
It's not quite poop, but it's like.
What's
It's
this
like
a smell you would
must.
know?
It's like must
Oh,
and
it's
like
musty.
dark, like
Alright.
peaty.
Meaty like moss. Okay.
Kinda,
What-
yeah.
Arden.
Hmm?
Do you mind? You don't mind me asking what are in these crates? It smells. It's like this mossy thing.
Moss? There shouldn't be just the silken, like the silk that I'm going to be shipping out. Like he's gonna like immediately get like kind of flustered. It's like gonna immediately start like popping open like one of the crates, and kind of look inside. And indeed, like you do see that like there's just like all manners of like skeins of silk or whatnot of like all these different colors. He's kind of digging around, and as he's kind of digging around, you see movement within the fabric. And as he moves some of the fabric aside, there's a bunch of like worms kind of like just crawling through the silk and like eating holes in all of it.
Oh my
He's
god!
like, "Silk worms! No! He like is like
Oh,
having a
silk
like
worms.
meltdown instantly. Like, no! Like, I could never sell this! No! How did this happen?
Oh god! Yeah, Leon is already just like, oh shit! Everything's going tits up immediately. Okay, don't panic. We can fix this. Oh god. I don't know how to. Yeah, you can't sell this, but are there any merchants in the Misty Forest that we could perhaps trade with? Do I have anything to trade? I don't think I have any coin. If you have coin, maybe we can find some merchants in the Misty Mountains to help replenish your wares.
Those
Misty Mountains, the Misty
motherfuckers
Forest.
aren't gonna help me.
What do you mean they're not going to help you?
It's a long story.
Okay. Are there any merchants? Does anybody owe you anything in Baldur's Gate? Is there anybody we can reach out to? Because we need to get your wares back. We need to get your stock back up.
Paying debt. He immediately like goes from panic to like deep in thought.
Yeah, he's being a merchant. That's what he's doing.
I could probably call in a couple of contacts there in Waterdeep.
In Waterdeep, you don't have anybody in Baldur's Gate before we get to Waterdeep, or are you going to rely on Waterdeep? I thought you were
usually
going
don't travel this far south. I just usually
okay.
stay more in the north.
Ah, so you're from the north.
I mean, we're originally from the Misty Forest and traveled around up north. I usually stay near Neverwinter and Waterdeep.
Oh, okay. So you are one of the elves from the Misty Forest. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been back home in quite some time, but
Is there a reason for that? Was the dress code not up to your standards?
that's part of it. He's gonna kind of like look towards Arden Jr., who is currently like poking out one of the worms that had fallen out of the crate onto the ground. He's kind of like poking a worm, and he's kind of Arden is looking at Arden Jr. kind of with a rueful kind of smile.
I think Lyanna, in her motherly way, she's gonna kind of like slap Arden's hand away from the worm and just be like, "Hey, stop that."
Why you so squishy?
Well, I know, but we don't want any more silkworms on our person because we don't want to carry them with us. Don't touch that. Yeah, mom time. Well, I mean, I'm gonna let you make that judgment. But yes, if there's anybody or any contacts or anyone that owes you anything in Waterdeep, we should absolutely reach out. But first, is there any way that we can dispose of these crates properly so that no other wares get damaged? I don't want to cause any more trouble in the marketplace.
I'll have to ask around. I'm not sure, but I think
Fireball. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
I mean, I think I'll have to pick out what is still good, try and figure out what I can salvage, if anything, and then burn the rest. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, is there any way, like, if there is anything that can be salvaged or anything that I can help repair, from my background, like, I know a thing or two about sewing and repairing, so I could probably help out on the road in that respect as well.
Indeed, I mean, we'll probably have a much lighter load to carry on the way, so definitely be room for you.
Perfect.
Damn.
I'll help where I can.
Yeah, and with you helping him kind of sort through his stock, what would have been 5 gold pieces a 10-day has been bumped up to 10 gold pieces a 10-day.
Damn. Work.
Look at that. I am a valuable asset. Alright.
Yep. I guess we can move on to Crimson.
Beat those charisma checks, Crimson. I still cannot stop. No, I'm kidding.
Too good.
Real dicey for a bit there. I was like, well, I'm not going with Titties McGee, I guess.
Yeah, Crimson will head towards the silent guy.
Excited to see
And I guess try to see if you want me to roll, if he has the cargo like within eyesight, or if it's not by him.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion.
Damn.
Dang.
Or wait, I meant to say perception. Did I say persuasion?
Uh-huh.
I meant perception. Go. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Reroll. There you go. Boom.
Oh.
There you go. That's a little better.
Nice.
Yeah, you see that he is currently like under this like little awning. He has his cart set up. And he's currently holding this chain, and at the end of that chain is this gargoyle that he's currently trying to pull up onto the top of the cart, like trying to like shove it up there essentially, and like tie it there. With some success. He's like gotten it up onto the top of the cart by the time you're kind of like walking up. He's like tying it down onto the cart itself, kind of thing. But he does seem to have his cart mostly set up already. Like he seems to be kind of ahead of the schedule of a lot of these other merchants who seem to be kind of just chatting away and kind of enjoying the afternoon, where he's kind of all business.
Yeah. I'll say, this your cargo?
He's gonna kind of like turn and give like a nod.
Rest of the crew nearby?
He's gonna give a little shake of the head. Or he's gonna like point up towards like the gargoyle.
Oh. You need any more hands?
Roll a persuasion check. he'll give a little nod, and he'll just like hold out his fingers with the number 8. As he kind of like digs in his coin purse and like will drop like 8 coins in your 8 gold coins in your hand. Maybe you'll take them.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, I'm not one much for talking on the road. Hope that won't be a problem.
He'll give another nod.
Meet you back here tomorrow.
We'll do like a little like 3, because for like 3 days.
They're made for each other.
Her name's Ruby, by the way. Not that it matters, but if you need to ask for me.
He'll like hold out his arm and like tattooed across his forearm is his name, is Last Fellero.
Last Valorant. Alright. See you then.
Give another nod. He'll go back to tying up the gargoyle. That was amazing. Alright. Let's circle back to Damien, and see what Damien is doing here, because kind of left off on a little bit of a cliffhanger for him.
Yeah.
I approach the twins.
This would be kind of like mid-conversation as you kind of approach, Thanaeliel, this one here, kind of like turns towards you and is like, can I help you?
You know that ugly elf that you just hired?
I wouldn't say he's ugly, but what of him?
Whoa, termites can eat a pound.
Wow.
Oh,
Rose running by you.
That's crazy.
So, just to make sure that you're not misinformed, I'm supposed to be the guy that is like supposed to take his share of the money.
I want to make you roll a deception check, but it's not necessarily a lie, I guess. So roll a persuasion check, I guess.
I'm gonna come
Well,
up.
I don't know.
I'm gonna come up behind him, and just say to this one's Thanaeliel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry. I told him not to bother you about this. But unfortunately, this street urchin was begging for coin, and I said that he could have my first day's worth if that was in agreement with you. I hope that wouldn't be a problem.
Both of you roll deception checks at this point.
You know, I am very deceptive.
And I will say, Bronwyn, you can do it with advantage since you rolled that nat 20 from before.
Thank you. Ooh,
Yeah, he like completely starts ignoring Damien at this point and kind of turns towards Bronwyn. I'm like, yes, of course, that wouldn't be an issue at all.
well, no need to worry about it now. We'll just worry about it some other day. Yeah, please go about your business. I, again, apologize, for this child, I guess, coming up to you. I promise
Yeah,
this will not happen again.
Yeah, it's no bother. And he's gonna like dig in his coin purse. He's gonna hand a singular gold coin to you, Damien, and like clasp your hand in both of his and be like, "Don't worry, things will be better for you."
I love. Thank you. Yeah.
And I'll
Your compassion is appreciated.
now shoo him off and just be like, now get out of the street and pull your pants up.
Yes!
Pull your pants up.
I place my hand on yours, right? And I go like, things will be better for you too. Sir, what's your cover name?
Oh, son, I never gave you my name. I don't think I will be doing that as well. Please, go on. There's plenty of temples that can help with your situation, just FYI.
Phyllis.
I nod. Thank you. Can I steal something from him?
Oh my god.
From Brobwyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand, and Brobwyn make a perception check.
Shit.
21.
Okay?
10.
Or is there anything in particular you're trying to yoink off of him? Or is it like
Anything
random?
unimportant? His belt.
Like his belt buckle?
His
Or-
belt. Or his entire belt.
His entire belt. I don't know if you could do that while walking and him not notice.
No, you know what? I unbuckle his belt completely while
okay.
I'm getting while I'm close to him.
Okay, I'll give you that. You unbuckle his belt.
And and before I go, I'm like, I'm not the one who's supposed to be watching their pants around here, as I cartwheel away.
Boy.
When he billows away, as I'm trying to put my belt back on, which has a bunch of shit on it, so I'm sure it takes a minute to get back. I want to prestidigitation in a way that is between him and that tiefling girl, the loudest, wettest sounding fart in the world, as he cartwheels away.
Easy enough to do. Yeah. As that happens,
I give you a middle finger. Alright.
yeah, and you see the
I
little
will.
tiefling girl laugh. Actually laugh. Like, this is the first time we've actually kind of seen her smile a little bit. Like, she's been, like, fucking just, like, frowning the entire time you've talked to her. But this is, like, the first time you've actually seen her, like, smile and, like, kind of laugh.
She
And
likes
she'll, like,
potty
flip
humor.
Yeah, she's gonna, like, flip a silver towards you. Here you go, little street urchin. Have you noticed?
I'm nice.
It's so funny.
My
My
pride
new
is
pants.
I look at the silver, and I go like, my pride is worth something.
New pair of pants.
And then I pick up the silver
New pair of
coin,
pants.
and I go like,
There you
but not
go.
more than this.
That's so funny.
I get behind the halfling, get on an elevated surface, and I backflip right beside her like a paladin would.
Oh my god. Oh my
They roll an
god.
You're gonna go
acrobatics.
terrorize her again?
I did like your kind of a harder voice. I did like how you did her voice for you.
Yeah, I'll do it again. Just give me a bit. Right, I backflip right beside her.
Okay.
Did I roll?
Yeah, roll.
I want it to be as impressive or as miserable as possible.
Roll a acrobatics or persuasion check.
Wait, are you back to harassing the halfling girl?
Yes.
Oh my god. That poor girl.
Yeah, or no, let's do it. Acrobatics or performance check.
Yeah, that poor girl. She's already
I'll do
farted
it.
on enough today.
I'll do a divine backflip.
Backflip?
15.
Okay, it's pretty impressive. And she's like, oh, yeah.
I land on one knee.
She did not expect her day to go like this.
I bring my sword out and like I kind of gesture it towards her. I kind of like offer it to her, and I go like, my blade is yours.
Hey, I don't know how to use that, but I appreciate the sentiment. If you want, I can give you money and you can keep your sword, and you just use your sword to protect me. Does that sound good?
I will place my sword right behind me, and I will move beside her and go like, I'll think about it.
You're giving me, like, some mixed signals here. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm like, should I wait for you to come back, or should I go and talk to some of the other guards? I mean, that tiefling lady seems like she's pretty cool. Like,
Wait.
Are we able to see Damien? Am I able to see Damien from where I am, or not really?
yeah, I was saying it's a pretty open square. You can definitely see him kind of like around the corner.
I'm gonna just gesture to my new boss and be like, "Do you see this doofus over here?" What is his issue?
Yeah, he kind of gives you a very like knowing look, like yeah.
Wait. Alright. I kind of peek out behind the mask and go like, I knew it, this mercenary thing, okay? Like,
Oh, I see. Okay, well you're doing really good, but I would be a little bit more direct. Like, kind of beating around the bush is not really like
You
the
point at
typical
someone else,
mercenary
Hilda.
way. Huh? Do what?
You point at someone, I'll kill them.
Wait, one more time?
You point at
You
someone,
point
I'll
at
kill
someone.
them.
Oh! If it will become that dire, I hope not. I mean, if there's monsters, then yeah, I can point out
someone, I'll possibly kill
monsters.
them.
Okay, I will. Good to know. I won't exercise that. I would hope that you don't want anybody dead. I don't want anybody dead. But I mean, if we see some monsters on the road, I'll definitely point them out to you, and you can stab to your heart's content.
I will put on my mask and nod vigorously. I will sit right beside you.
Okay.
Man, I'm so good at mercenary work.
You see like this blonde girl who has been like kind of like chatting with this like gnome beside her is kind of like looking at you kind of like over her head, like kind of making sure you aren't up to any like anything nefarious, because she's like overhearing like bits and pieces of this conversation. It's kind of have like one hand on her sword kind of thing as she's like continuing her conversation, just kind of glancing at you every so often.
I glance back. I give a peace sign. Wait, I used the mask I used for undercover. Can I get a new mask? Fuck!
I mean, in Baldur's Gate, I'm sure there's a mask store somewhere that you can hit up at some point during the next 3 days.
Oh man. Okay, fine.
Or maybe while you were bar hopping, you did that.
Am I officially hired? Is there like
yes,
a contract?
you're. Yes. Wait, how high did you roll originally? I'm trying to remember. Let's see. We'll just go up based on your 15. No, she already gave you her price. That's right, because it was 10 gold pieces. Yeah, you're officially hired. It'll be 10 gold pieces per 10 day, and well, the food and board isn't covered because that's what we arranged. But yeah, 10 gold pieces per 10 day. And just keep track of your own supplies, I suppose, and
Is there like a written contract or nothing?
Not written contract. I mean, we can like shake on it, I guess.
Right. I shake on it. And I let out a sigh of relief as I no longer as I do not need to spell my own name. Okay, I still have not figured out how to do that.
That's funny. Yeah, she's firm handshake.
I do a celebratory back.
Just this little clap.
Alright. Are we all hired?
Yeah, we're all hired.
Yay.
So
Yay.
we have 3 days now until the caravan is set to leave. So if there's anything anybody would like to do in Baldur's Gate before setting out, any supplies you'd like to get, or any other people you'd like to talk to,
like to
now
talk to
would
the
be the
party.
time.
I'd like to talk to the party at some point, if possible.
Talk to the who?
Party.
Oh, party.
Oh, yeah. That can be easily enough to do. Like, let me shift you guys, like, over to the tavern, maybe. Like, maybe over drinks one night, you guys... Or maybe that night, like, at the tavern, the inn kind of thing. It's easy enough to get rooms situated. But,
I look at the rest of the group. Alright, so, you guys remember we had like a cultist? Right?
No.
You know, like a really hot red-headed cultist right behind us, like in our party.
We already know what happened to Zara. The Harpers were on
Zara?
it.
Right. You're not mad that I let her go?
I'm not thrilled by it, Damien, but frankly, I'm not going to lie, it was probably just a matter of time. And
Alright, that's
did
it.
she
That's
mention
all.
anything why she was heading toward
Yeah.
From what you understand, the hot guy that she was flirting with, seemed to be part of like a traveling, like, group of bards that was basically touring the Sword Coast essentially, and had just finished their tour and was heading home to It was like, oh, you come back with us and tour with us.
There was this alright looking guy that kind of like invited.
Might I inquire something, Damien? You
Yes.
let Zara, a member of the Cult of the Dragon, go toward the same place that one of the dragons from said Cult of the Dragon was also heading. And you thought, that should be fine.
I thought they just forgot the location. I thought it was something like, you know?
Never mind, it's done. We do need... It's fine.
I really like the guy. Who am I to get in the way of true love? Or some shit.
Oh no,
whatever,
who are
to get
you
out
to
of
get
this
in the way of anything?
That is true. Anyways, what have you guys been up to?
We did find something out, regarding, Amadeus. It turns out, as we knew, that he was a member of the Cult of the Dragon, follower of Bane. We think that he might be the link. However, we found out another chain in this link might be connected towards you and the vampires that are hunting you. And that would be that Amadeus is also himself a vampire.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the Hopper's knowledge that they've uncovered.
Wait, why the fuck are they hunting me?
I'm not sure. That is something we would hope you would know, considering the vampires in Triel that encountered us.
I've been looking for vampires all my life. Now they're hunting me.
Were you in the same town? Look around at Crimson and Crimson Lyanna. We were all in the town when these people came after you. They crushed the crystal. They told you to leave, and then they attacked us.
Wait, those are vampires?
You know what? Maybe they were just having a bad day, Damien.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I certainly see the signs when it's regards to you. So,
Hey, listen. I'm not stupid. I know what a vampire is. Those weren't vampires.
what in the hells were they?
What were they?
Probably spawn or something.
What spawn?
Vampire spawn.
Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Anyways, we thought that there might be a connection to that. If you don't think there is, then that's fine. You're the one that clings to walls.
I cling to a wall. That is true.
Anyways, I'm assuming that everyone was able to get hired with relative ease.
I got hired like
It wasn't ease, but yes, I was hired.
I was hired.
Yes.
I was hired just like this. I tried to snap 3 times, and then I get it successful the 4th time.
Now, the mission remains. We should obviously help these people get to Watergate, or Waterdeep. However, knowing that there are secret cultists in there, we do need to try to uncover that as well. I believe we should try to maintain some secrecy and discretion and remain that we don't know each other. Perhaps every 2 to 3 days we can come to some sort of agreement. We do try to meet up and discuss what we have discovered throughout the following days.
Wait,
If
so
it's
before
possible. I mean, hopefully the caravans will stay relatively close.
before we proceed, can I know like the fake names you gave to people?
Fake names.
Bismarck Alowin.
I'm Ruby.
I looked at I look at Lyanna.
I am. I'll be Sheila Winthrop.
You said Sheila?
Yes.
You introduced yourself as Sheila.
Yes, Sheila.
I flash back at the name I
That's a
chose.
pretty name.
See, Crimson understands. Sheila's
That
a
is a
very
pretty
pretty
name.
name.
Alright.
Some
Go to sleep.
elven nobility maybe name their daughter Sheila.
Crikey.
Let's go. Let's put it. Alright. Sounds good. Let's put up.
Wait,
Who is?
what was your name?
Alright. I sweat a little as I flash back. Ooh. I remember when I was asked my name and I said, Dave the Dangerous.
You say Dave?
The Dangerous.
Dave the Dangerous.
Dave the Dangerous.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry. Everyone
Dave
will
the
know. Dave,
Hard.
That's
Dave.
not the worst thing he could have come up with.
That's true. That's not the word.
I was under pressure. I was gonna introduce myself. I mean, is there any other name that starts with Day?
Dave. You know what? I don't think there's a single one. You're right. Well,
Shit, Dave. Davios. Fuck, no.
Davios. That sounds dashing. I like Davios.
He's not as cool as Dave, though.
Okay, not
Dave
as cool
the
as Dave.
Dangerous.
I guess Dave and Sheila off on a whirlwind adventure has a ring to it.
well, with all that said, I feel like we have 3 days. We should use this time to resupply.
Yeah.
If you need me, I'll be staying in the Temple of Azuth, I believe.
I'll be, not doing anything suspicious.
I mean, honestly, I probably will be spending most of my time at the Temple of Thaini before we go, just to recuperate. See if, once again, I get any other visions or anything. So, anyway.
Did we see there was like an inn or like a tavern nearby where we like the square where we were meeting up with the
That's kind of currently where you guys are at right now.
Yeah.
So
that's-
Oh,
there's
okay.
a very large like inn/tavern. It's like the main one of Blackgate, so they have like
Oh,
I
okay.
think the majority
Gotcha.
of the people that are attending this caravan are staying here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll stay here. I'll get a room here. Try to do some scouting. See who comes
Okay.
and goes.
That sounds lovely. Yeah, if you can gather any information, Crimson, you are, once again, I'll leave you to it.
I'll chug what's left in my little mug and like slam it on the table and just be like, all right, well, in 3 days we will be fully prepared to do this. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing could go wrong possibly. We've planned and prepared for this con.
You
Don't
seem-
say that. No, I don't want to get in trouble. That's not in
You
character.
seem extremely optimistic, but you know what? Hopefully things won't go tits up.
When
Oh,
did you just say this?
boy, use your time wisely. And do not
I give
get
a thumbs
yourself
up.
in trouble.
You know, I could get you a room at the temple with me, just to keep an eye on you.
No worries. I'll be fine. I scurry away.
Are you sure?
I scurry away.
Free.
I'm gonna talk
You know
to
what?
other mercenary.
You know what? As he left the table, you know what? With any luck, perhaps he will also board the ship to Am.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
He brings smiles
I know.
when he's
It's
around.
Hey,
because he
as
has a
much-
magical
as much as
item
we
that
give him
does
crap.
so.
As much as we give him crap, I'm
True.
trying to like him around a little bit.
Speaking of crap, he did a cartwheel. And he let out the grossest sounding noise I think I've never seen a humanoid make. in any part of Fearun.
Incredible. Was that one of your prestidigitation spells? By
No,
chance?
I think he's just gross.
Oh, see. This is why we keep him around. He's
He keeps us on our toes so that the enemy can't do that.
yes.
Well, on that note, ladies, I believe I will be taking my adieu. I will be at the Temple of Azuth. I'll try to perhaps find some more research scrolls, this, that, the other. That could be useful for us on the travel and perhaps just in general regarding everything that's going on. So,
Absolutely.
Until
Is there
then-
anything we can do?
I guess just use your time as you see fit.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I'll see if there's any scrolls or any information that comes through the temple. But okay. All right. I bid thee adieu, everyone.
Adieu.
Great. All right. So everyone's going back to the Zeus. Lyanna's going to the temple. Crimson's staying here at the tavern, keeping an eye on everybody. Was Damien also staying like in the Blackgate area, or was he doing something specific? Did you have in mind, or just kind of?
I was gonna look for travelers and mercenaries. I need to look for like criminals. Remember, I need to...
Criminals? Okay, yes. Which is very easy to do in Baldur's Gate. There's lots of shady folks here. Oh gosh.
If possible, I'd like to get paid for it. Like there's a contract for
like a wanted board.
Oh yeah.
A bounty board.
Ooh, okay.
I know. It's Loki.
Make an investigation check. Little Gremlin.
Goofy ass.
I'm amazing at that. Okay, wait. I have the Ring of Puzzler's Wit.
Oh my god, I forgot I gave you that, right?
Yeah, remind
Yes,
me
you
of
gave
this
it to
one?
me. It gives me a 1d4 for any
Intelligence?
any intelligence roll I do.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see it.
Okay, how do you roll a 1d4?
It's like, there you go.
As
Well,
he does it.
I mean, that works.
I know it's by damage, but it was close. 1d4 I found. Oh, plus 1. Okay, I got
Okay,
an
okay.
11. Investigation.
Alright, yeah, I would say, like, you go to, kind of, like, it's in the, let's see, hold on. Let's go to... Where is it? This one, right? Yeah, we'll go to this map here. So, currently, you guys are here in in Blackgate, but you kind of travel more back into, like, the upper city area, and into this area here, which is kind of like the merchant square, where most of the commerce to the areas kind of seems to be, and most of the guild halls. And you can find a board near what is the word for like the lock keepers? I guess like
A
building.
Smith? Oh no. A superintendent?
The lot keepers? Like the property
Like
owners?
No,
Locksmith?
like the city guard, like where they would like be hanging out at.
Oh, barracks?
I guess yeah, like a city hall almost, kind of.
Okay.
Not
Or a
city hall, but some municipal building
There
where
you
like
go.
a lot of like the city guard kind of come and go. You see like there's a board out front, kind of being like, "Oh, I lost my cat," and you do
I'm very
see
interested in the cat job as well.
you see like a couple of like low-level thugs that are on that little wanted board, but there is one in particular.
Don't eat the cat.
Oh gosh, where is she at? I think I have her own thing. There's one that kind of catches your attention because it has a very large bounty attached to it for basically, like, if you have any information, there is compensation about, like, if you have any information about this person, you bring forth, will compensate you. Or if you can apprehend her and bring her in, there is a 1,000 gold piece reward. And it is a half-orc woman that has been kind of crudely drawn on a piece of parchment and stuck on the board.
I go look for her.
Yeah. Her name is Bailey.
I try to like gather as many contracts as I possibly can, look for clues, and like, it's like if I see them, that's who I'll hunt. You know, whoever is on the way.
All right.
Excuse me.
Let's see. I would say make an investigation check, and then I guess make an athletics check just to see how many of these bounties you can find, and then consequently
Investigation
middle on.
check first?
Yeah, do an investigation and then just like an athletics check.
Oh shit.
Or I guess dexterity for you, I guess, would fit.
Okay. Can I roll dexterity instead?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh
can I
my
use
gosh. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh my god. Also, can't you roll another 1d4 for the investigation because you're a puzzler wit?
You're right.
Okay, well, that's a lot better.
10 on the investigation and 7 on the dexterity.
Yeah, you find about 4 of your bounties, and you're able to grab and nibble on 2 of them.
Some of them would be missing an arm or a leg, who knows.
Yeah, but you turn them in. They're kind of like on the lower echelon, so you get like maybe like 100 gold pieces total for any that you bring in.
Well, before I every time I'm about to like hunt someone down, I go like up high or down low.
What?
And then it will decide whether I take an arm or a leg.
Yeah, very nice.
How delightful. Pleasant as ever.
Yes. I also I will get a replacement mask.
Okay, gotcha. That's easy enough to do.
Alright,
Like, you can probably commission
yeah,
somebody
that-
for like 5 silver to do that for you.
5 silver. Oh my god. The economy nowadays.
To have a very
Yeah.
nice, artfully crafted, handmade mask.
Okay, now I have to look in artfully. Like that. Okay. But that's it.
All right.
I got my money.
Okay. Yeah. Got your money. Got your snackums.
I wish I could convert some of them to jerky.
Oh, jerky. I was like, I wish I could convert some of them to jerking. And I was like, oh my god. What bounty? What Craigslist bounties?
Alright. Was there anything in particular anybody else was wanting to do in the meantime, the next 3 days?
Well, I think at the Temple of Azuth, obviously, I'm probably gonna try to look for scrolls and stuff like that. But I think, and I feel like Azuth, and this is up to you, but I feel like there might be like a scroll, like there's probably things on languages and stuff at the Temple of Azuth, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to like try to like understand like the common signs, or like whatever signs they were doing. They were doing
Okay.
common signs.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Well, do I know if it would be Elvish or Common that they were signing?
We'll figure it out with that investigation check, I suppose. So I feel like you probably like pop open both of them and try and like cross-reference them. Yeah,
They're
you have
rolling
no
so
idea.
bad now. I would probably go to like get Elvish and Common. Like, are they in scrolls or tablets or books or like?
Yeah, there's like books like
Okay.
for each of them, kind of thing, like drawings on the inside, kind of showing the different like signs and all that.
I'll get. Oh, well, I'll take both of them, and I'll go to like the head director or whatever of the temple, and just be like, might I borrow these for a period of time?
Yes, of course, as long as you bring them back eventually.
Of course. It may be a moment or two, but as in a month or so. But eventually, yes, I will be able to bring him back.
Yeah, he kind of like looks over at Materia in the distance, and I'm like, I'm sure I can hold you to your word. Otherwise, I know who to contact. Otherwise,
yeah, and I'll try to learn like the basics, I guess, of both because I don't know which one they were doing. But I'll take them both with me.
Gotcha. All right. And then was there anything in particular Lyanna or Crimson was gonna do?
I mean, like I said, I think Lyanna's gonna go back to the Temple of Fanny. And if she can gather like a couple scrolls that she might find useful on the road. But other than that, I don't think that I'm trying to think if she would have anything like of use in her room otherwise, but I don't think so. It's a pretty sparsely adorned room.
Yeah. Trying to think of what I could make you roll for that, but
roll for the room. Room roll. Room roll.
I don't think I'd make you roll at all for that, honestly. I think like the High Priestess would probably bring you a couple of scrolls. Specifically a scroll of Lesser Restoration and a scroll of Moonbeam.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Moonbeam. Yeah. Go. Well, yeah, but that's all that Lyanna was gonna do. Like I said,
gotcha.
kind of root around for things and just take her time at the temple.
Alright. And then Crimson's just hanging out in the tavern kind of thing, trying to keep an eye on the other people.
Yeah, I think she's gonna try and see who's coming and going.
Nice.
But not like try like go out of her way to be like noticeable. Like, who's that lady who keeps staring at us? But just kind of sitting nearby, maybe reading a book or something, trying to be innocuous. But yeah, try to see, in addition to the people that we saw at the square, like who else has been coming and going.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Would the which levels of scrolls is the Lesser Restoration and Moonbeam?
Level 2 for each of them.
Level 2 for each. Thank you.
We are rolling bad now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ever since you talked to Arden, it's just been downhill from here.
He's
got
cursed.
worms in your dice.
Literally.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing really stands out. It's just kind of the same people kind of milling about, going about their business, all in a hurry, trying to get ready for the caravan leaving in a few days. Hustle bustle. I will say on the night before the caravan's gonna leave, I will say Bromwyn, let's see. Your mom will come up to you, and be like, I know you're about to leave, but I figured I would send this with you in case it comes up. I don't know if it means anything to you or if it will mean anything to you in the future. But with the kobold that I've been talking with the past few days, she mentioned that the man that turned her husband into the mouse, the wizard, I think I have confirmed that it was a wizard of Thay. But the concerning thing is the wizard that she spoke of had a dragon mask on his belt, specifically a blue dragon mask. I don't know if that is specifically connected to the cult, but with how much they've been coming up in conversation the last few weeks, I can't imagine it's a coincidence.
Where exactly did this kobold encounter the entire dilemma?
Apparently it was just south of Burdusk.
Oh, of course. Then more than likely. Okay, why would a member of the cult even bother turning a kobold into a rat, though? Doesn't make
Not
any
an
sense.
example, it seems.
Perhaps. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Do you think they've made that to the city as well?
I am certain that they have their ways of traveling that are much faster than by foot, but if they're with the cult, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they are traveling by foot, if they are aligned with them, but I don't know. Wherever they're needed, I suppose, is where they're heading, but...
Fair enough. Is there any way that we'll be able to communicate if you do discover anything else while I'm traveling? Or vice versa?
At the moment, I mean, I can always shoot a spell towards you, but you don't really have one to do towards me. Give me one moment, and she's gonna wander off deeper into the library and come back with 2 like black smooth stones with like runes carved into them, and she'll show you like the activation word and how to like trace the ruin. There are 2 sending stones, so you guys can pop back and forth.
Stones. Yeah, that's awesome.
Will I need to remove my amulet in order to do this?
That's a good question. I don't think so. Let me see. No, you don't.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I will accept it gladly then.
All right. But she'll hug you before you leave and tell you to stay safe. But the day of the caravan leaving Baldur's Gate is upon us.
Sending stones are only an uncommon item. I feel like they're way crazier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
weird.
it's basically a free level 3 spell, so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if I have a map for this necessarily, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
And I say during the mornings, I would like I would try to help out my patron, and then slowly like make her realize that I'm not really like that badass and dangerous. I'm just really silly and goofy.
Okay, yeah. That's easy. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. That's easy enough to do with who you are as a person. I will say, as you've like kind of been hanging around with her, trying to help her set up and stuff, she has like the ricketiest ass fucking cart you have ever seen. Like her wheels are all unaligned and shit, and she has her like packaging like not like safety wrapped at all, so like the second this cart hits like a singular like rock, like half her fucking plates are gonna shatter. Like she has in her fucking cart.
Isn't she the wealthy one?
Yeah, she's wealthy. She ain't smart though.
Just doesn't care, I guess.
I would say that like I would ask first that like, are you sure you want to bring this cart?
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with the cart?
I point out what's wrong with the cart.
Oh, well, I mean, this is the one that, like, my mom gave me, so I've just been kind of rocking with it. But, I mean, maybe I can get it fixed up. I mean, there's lots of people around here who seem to know what they're doing.
Rocking with it, I get it.
Yeah, so she's gonna, like, find, like, a wagon fixer-upper person and essentially get her wheels on straight and stuff. So it'll be a little bit more secure, so her stock isn't immediately,
can I
like,
help her get a
destroyed.
discount?
Sure, roll a persuasion check.
Oh my god. What's happening?
Can I use my luck?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
damn.
it's not better. Yeah, you get it on the house, basically. So she doesn't really have to pay anything out of pocket.
Yeah.
But yeah, she gets
I
her
would be
cart
very
fixed
nice to her.
up. Yeah. Yeah, she is enamored with you by the end of the 3 days before you guys are like,
Yay.
heading out. But yeah, I think that might be where we leave off for the night, mainly because I just don't really have a map for this little bit here. I'm not gonna lie,
That's fine.
but
That's okay. It's about a good time, I think, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys have all been hired out by your
Yay.
merchants, all ready to set out for the caravan on your let's see, your 2-month-long journey
I'm so
to
excited.
Waterdeep.
2 months is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yay! So are we
We
good?
did it.
Are we good for next week, everyone?
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
so.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will see everyone next week. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Wake up!
We're the wizard!
Let's go on an adventure.
Fire!
Woo!
Have you seen my sword?
Someone find my sword! Can you feel it calling? It whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sword of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay its love.
At advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay hardy. Friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roll.